Hello guys, I have some things I wanted to share. Um, it's from family lines. I don't expect y'all to believe me, but I will say this. It was real from the past. When I was younger. I am 14 right now, and this stuff happened when I was around 5 to now. I wanted to share this because I want to get it out of my mind and just share what happens. I inherited something from my father. That's why nobody can understand me as well as others do, or as well as my father did. It's because I'm just like him, of pretty much everything other than I'm a woman. But yeah. So I'll tell you what's been happening. Please believe me because this actually happened and it's really stressing me out. Actually. But, when I was 5 years old, I was getting ready for bed. Wait, pause. Hold up. So, the reason why I want to share this is because it came to mind from a while ago. I'm surprised I still even remember this. But, yeah. I just really want to share it with a lot of people because I'm scaring myself at this point. And everyone telling me it's bad to hide things, but I hide things for a reason. I don't want people to think I'm crazy. And the things I've seen, people think I've been hallucinating, so I haven't been on pills, and it's not that. It is real life stuff people don't usually actually see in daily life or pretty much at all. It's just something I inherited from my father of what we both can spot easily. We see every movement, we hear everything. We spot pretty much anything. I am just like him, so I know what happened. I know a lot about the world that people don't realize at all, which I scare a lot of people because I know a lot that I am not supposed to at the age of 14. I know the half of the hidden secrets of the world because I'm one of those quiet people who hide everything from everybody. But let's get in one of the things I saw. So I was 5. I was getting ready for bed, and me and my sister share a room, and we still do. We had a bunk bed. I was the top bunk, and we were getting ready for bed. My mom and sister weren't in the bedroom. I might cry some while making this video because I don't like talking about it or thinking about it. But I went to get in bed. My sister ran out the room because she forgot something in the living room or something, like a stuffed animal. I don't remember what she was grabbing. But I opened my curtain some of where I can see out of it, and I was sitting there, with just like, just sitting there, looking out the window, looking at the stars, looking at the street lights, just looking at the lights of the houses, and some pale figure ran past my window. And it was tall enough to be face to face with me from how tall my bunk bed was. I almost fell off my bed when I moved back because it scared the hell out of me. It was pale, it had bumps all over his head. I couldn't really see all of it. I only saw the face run past and me falling back in fear. I hurried back up, and looked back at the window. And the thing is, so my window, so pretend this is my window. This is my window. There's a fence right here that's like just a regular metal fence, and it ran past. I look over and realize there's a fence there, and I was so fucking confused. I didn't know what happened. I told my mother and my grandmother. They did not believe me one bit. I don't expect anyone to believe me, because why would they? But yeah. Also, there was woods behind my house. I and my father was currently building a tree house there. And I've always felt like I was being watched in that house. I felt like something was staring at me when I was sleeping. And when we moved out of that house into a 2-story house, so the house that I saw the figure was a 1-story, just simple house, brick house, just a simple house. But when we moved to the 2-story house, when I was turning 6, and I turned 6, and like, I don't know, a few months later, I was at my grandmother's Oma's. I forgot which one. I got home, ran upstairs to go tell my father of what I did for the day. I didn't see him in there. I looked to roll around the house and then ran back downstairs and asked my mom where he was. She talked to me and my sister only. And my sister was about 4. Yeah, she was 4, I was 6. She brought us up to her room and said he got really, really sick, and they tried to save him with a whole bunch of pills. But later on, I realized that he killed himself. He killed himself because he does self-harm like I done, which I still currently do. But he killed himself. He apparently, I don't know, hanged himself or cut his throat. I don't remember which one. I don't know. But he killed himself. And 2 months right after he died, My best friend died. Literally. I just turned 7. And then my friend died. She died. Which was so confusing because how could my father die? And then, like, 2 months after, my friend dies. I don't know if it's just me, but it's weird. And then my stepdad came in the family. And while the picture, I personally did not want anybody else in the family. He came in the family, and when my mother was pregnant with my third brother from my stepdad, this was at night. I don't know what time it was though. It was at night. I'm walking down the hallway from my room. So my room's here. There's like stairs right there in the hallway. And the bathroom's right down the hall. I was walking to the bathroom, and I almost screamed. I was walking, and then right before I was about to go in the bathroom, there was a huge bang on my brother's door. Both of them. I go in there, there's nothing there. There's no toys around the door, and both of my brothers were asleep. I look in the other room, there's nothing. I use the restroom, I go back in my room, and then I started thinking about the attic. But the thing is, it was literally, the bang was on my brother's door. It scared the hell out of me. And then later on, a few days later, I get yanked off my bed. I wake up so fast, but there's nothing there. But I almost got yanked completely off my bed. I was grabbed by the ankle and pulled. I didn't see anything, but our floors used to be carpets, and I could see the footprints on the carpet. And then when I went to my grandmother's, about a month after that happened, I had a tablet that I do not have anymore because it broke. I had a tablet. I was running down the hallway, and apparently I didn't realize I took a picture. And the picture was a figure taller than I was when I was a child. It was huge. Just a black figure. It was just a black figure. I didn't realize I took it until I charged my tablet and looked at it. I never realized I took it. But when we went back, a couple days later, I go. It was like morning. It was like 8 or 9 o'clock, and we all were pretty much already awake. We were pretty much all just in our rooms or in bed, and I was in my room, and the house was facing this way. My room was here, and there was a huge bang on the side of the house. It shook the entire house. It felt like just a huge bouncy ball or something. Like if it was like a giant one, it just hit the house and shook the entire thing. I don't know what the heck it was. We all went outside and looked. There was nothing. There was nothing on the house. There was nothing in the yard. There was nothing. And I felt like I was being watched the entire time. I was being watched. Not by my father, not by my friend, but by something else. By something. That's why my father killed himself. Because he didn't want to deal with it anymore. So he gave it to me. Because he knows I'm strong enough to deal with it. But it's still really stressful. So I'm sitting on my floor. My closet's right there. It has no doors on it. But one of my shirts are moving by itself. I had the fan on, but it stopped. And now it's moving again. I feel like I'm constantly being watched. It really stresses me out because that's moving. It's not because of my fan. I don't know. But it never left since I moved. It's always with me. I'm always feel like I'm being watched. I don't know what to do at this point. I've been to therapy twice and just graduated for the both of them because I acted fine. I acted fine just to get out of it, to stop talking to people because I'm tired of it. But I just wanted to get this out in the world to just let everyone know. To let everyone know what's happening. But the shirt keeps stopping and then moves again. I don't know. But a lot of weird shit has been happening. Because one of my old friends, I was at their house and we were play fighting. The mirror fell. Because they were being mean to me. And so I was sitting there on the floor and the mirror fell. And they froze. And I don't know. that's all I have for right now. I'll update y'all when anything new happens, but I've got to go. Bye.